So there's a lot of credit unions out there in America, ladies and gentlemen, but depending on what credit union you guys choose to be with will determine the perks you guys are going to have and be able to take advantage of. I've made a list of the top 5 credit unions here in America to where each and every one of these credit unions have something special about them that I think a lot of you guys out there can benefit from. So if you guys want to know what specific perks these are from each and every one of these credit unions that I'm about to be talking about, then make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any good financial information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so jumping right into it because I don't want to make this video too long. The first credit union that we're going to be talking about today is Andrews Federal Credit Union. I started banking with Andrews Federal Credit Union this year, and not gonna lie, they do have a lot of amazing products that they offer, but the thing that stands out to me most personally is gonna be their secure credit card. Ladies and gentlemen, they have a secure credit card to where they will not pull your credit if you guys would like to get this card to start building your credit. Normally, whenever you guys get a secure credit card, lenders or credit issuers are typically gonna pull your credit whenever you guys apply for a new credit card with them, but with this credit union, on the other hand, they will not pull your credit for the secure credit card. So if you guys are new to the credit game and you want to start building your credit, you might want to start looking at Andrews Federal Credit Union's direction because they will not pull your credit if you guys want to get a secure credit card with them to start building your credit. If you guys go with another credit issuer, then you will for sure receive a hard inquiry for getting a secure credit card, but again, Andrews Federal Credit Union does not do this. The only thing that they're asking is that you start banking with them and put a $500 security deposit so that way you guys can get your secure credit card with them. If you guys would like to know how to start banking with Andrews Federal Credit Union, I actually made a full in-depth video explaining exactly how to do so. So if you guys want more information in regards to that, then feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. But the last 2 things you guys should know about this credit union is that 1, they're going to be pulling for your Experian credit report if you guys decide to get any other products with them, and 2, they use the same hard pull for 30 days. So in other words, you guys can double dip with this credit union, and again, I made a full in-depth video on it, so feel free to browse my channel or just wait till this video is over if you guys want to watch that video. Now the next credit union that has a pretty good perk on their hands is going to be NIH FCU. This credit union pulls from your Equifax credit report, and they actually allow you to double dip just like Andrews Federal Credit Union. But one of the biggest perks about banking with this credit union that I personally like is that they have a secure credit card that goes all the way up to $25,000. Most secure credit cards out there on the market will usually cap out at a $2,500 limit or even a $5,000 limit. But with this secure credit card, on the other hand, they're going to cap out at a $25,000 credit limit, which is totally unheard of. To this day, I've never seen a secure credit card do that before, so the fact that this credit union is actually offering this to us is actually crazy. For a lot of you guys out there that make money but your credit profile just isn't there, this is something you guys can actually leverage if you want to build a better credit profile faster. Like if you guys have a business that you have but you just haven't dived into credit yet for whatever reason, you guys could put a big amount on your secure credit card, and then once it's time to get another credit card, once your credit improves, they're going to see you have a $25,000 limit already. So if they see you have a $25,000 credit limit or even a $20,000 credit limit, then they're going to give you something nice on your next credit card that you apply for. Now in order to be eligible for the secure credit card, you do have to start banking with this credit union, because if you're not banking with them, then you won't be eligible for it. But the good thing is any one of you guys out there can start banking with them. One of the easiest ways you guys can start banking with them is if you guys are a member of the ACC, aka the American Consumer Council. If you guys don't know how to be a part of the ACC, or you guys want to be a part of the American Consumer Council, then I actually made a full in-depth video showing you guys how to get with them for free. So if you guys want to watch that, then feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. Now the third credit union that has a pretty good perk is going to be PenFed Credit Union. Anybody out there can start banking with PenFed Credit Union as long as you have a minimum deposit of $5, so that way you guys can open up an account with them. Once you guys get an account with them, you guys can literally apply for anything that you want with them immediately. A lot of people don't know this, but when it comes to PenFed and their auto loans, they have some of the best interest rates compared to anybody out there. And when I say amazing interest rates, I'm talking like even better than Navy Federal. I'm not even lying. If we look at interest rates for new vehicles up to 36 months, Navy Federal is going to offer you a 4.09% interest rate. But then if we look at PenFed, on the other hand, for the same term, they're going to offer a 3.89% interest rate. And then even on their used vehicles as well, Navy Federal is going to offer you a 4.99% for a used vehicle. But for a used vehicle with PenFed, you'll get an interest rate as low as 4.54%. Now the only catch is to get their lowest interest rate is that you do have to use PenFed's car buying service, which is True Car, when you guys obtain your car. If you guys use the True Car buying service and you have a good credit profile, then you'll obtain the lowest interest rate as possible that they offer. And just so you guys know, when it comes to PenFed, they usually pull from your Equifax credit report, but they can pull from your Experian. But the thing I noticed is that mostly on their credit cards, they pull from Equifax, but on their loans, they tend to pull from your Experian credit report. Now the fourth credit union that has a pretty good perk is going to be Langley Federal Credit Union. Langley Federal Credit Union has a cashback credit card called the Signature Cashback Visa Card that gives you 10% cash back in the category of your choice for the first 6 months. All you guys have to do is activate it every single month, so that way you guys can get 10% cash back in the category of your choice. But the only catch is they're only allowing you to get 10% cash back in the category of your choice, only all the way up to $100 every single month for the next 6 months. Once you guys receive $100 in the category of your choice for the month, you will no longer be receiving 10% cash back on this credit card, only up until the next month, and then you do have to activate it again so that way it can start over again. Now, once this 6-month thing is over, you're not going to be earning 10% cash back no more. You're only actually going to be earning 5% cash back in the category of your choice every single month, and this is going to be a long-term thing for the 5% cash back. But the categories that you have to work with in the first place are either going to be electronic purchases, wholesale club purchases, or even Target and Walmart purchases. Those are going to be the categories to where you're earning anywhere between 5 to 10% cash back. Other than that, though, they are going to give you an unlimited 3% cash back on gas purchases and unlimited 2% cash back on grocery and wholesale clubs, and then 1% cash back on every other purchase. And just so you guys know, the cash back that you are going to be earning can be redeemed for actual cash back into your Langley savings account. All you guys have to do is start banking with this credit union, and literally any one of you guys out there can literally start banking with this credit union. And just so you guys know, this is another credit union that will actually allow you to double dip, so you can get 2 credit cards with them with only 1 hard pull being done to your credit, and they are going to be pulling from your Equifax credit report. But also really quick, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it because it really helps me out a lot, and then it's also a dope way to help support the channel. Now, the last credit union that we're going to be talking about today that has a pretty good perk with them is going to be Justice Federal Credit Union. This is another credit union that I recently started banking with, and the main reason why I started banking with this credit union is because they actually allow you to triple dip. Most credit unions out there will only let you double dip, but with this credit union, on the other hand, they're going to let you triple dip. And in order to be a member with this credit union, so that way you guys can start banking with them, is either have a law enforcement background, be living with somebody who already banks with them, or just simply make a $5 donation, which was what I personally did to the Concerns of Police Survivors. Once you guys are in with this credit union, you guys can literally apply for anything that you want to almost immediately. But a thing that I think you guys want to start looking at is their credit cards, because their credit cards have $40,000 limits on them. And not only that, but a thing that's good about their credit cards, ladies and gentlemen, is at the time of this recording, all of their credit cards have a 0% interest rate on purchases for the first 12 months of account opening, and you do have to do this before 2026, so act fast. And also, when it comes to triple dipping with this credit union, they will use the same hard pull for 60 days if you guys are approved for the first product you apply for with them. But if you guys are not approved for the product, then they will only use the same hard pull for 30 days. And just so you guys know, they are going to be pulling from your Equifax credit report, so do what you will with that information. Now, all of the credit unions that I talked about in this video do have other amazing products that they offer. But what I wanted to do in this video is just highlight the biggest perks that they offer, so that way we can skip the small talk and go straight to the sauce. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found value in any of this information as always. And if you guys have bad credit because maybe you have derogatory items on your credit report, like late payments, charge-off collections, or even past bankruptcies, and you've been working with somebody who couldn't get that off for you, send an email to one of my business emails, 850boulevard@gmail.com, because I have an amazing credit repair person that I personally work with that could definitely help a lot of you guys out there. And also really quick, if you guys are looking to get funding for your business, like anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 plus in capital, so that way you guys can actually scale and grow your business, send an email to my business email, justmoneyish@gmail.com, saying funding, and I'll speak with you guys there. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, that I truly do appreciate you guys. We're at 82,302 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, but if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I-ish post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics, so if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your credit cards, how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate, we talk about mortgage loan programs, we talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.